Hello and welcome to another day in paradise, and welcome to another ad hoc edition of the Unapologetic Negropian. You guys know this is not the usual format. I normally do all the editing and all the background music and so forth, but I cannot do that at this present moment. Tomorrow everything will be back to normal, so I'm looking forward to bringing you some better quality videos. So, today, I pose the question to you. Do we owe Rene Marcus an apology? Yes, that is the question. I'm going to try and answer this question, but I'm going to please ask you to like, subscribe, share, and click the bell notification. So, who is Rene Marcus, and why should we give her an apology? Well, Rene Marcus is a Gambian native who moved to the UK some years ago. So she's still living in the UK now. But she plans to move back to the Gambia in January. So many of you already know who Rene Marcus is already. She is one of the most outspoken opponents of Art Cathey. She's been by far the fiercest critic, and she hasn't held back in expressing her opinion about Art Cathey and her dodgy business practices. Now, she has received a lot of criticism herself, mainly from the diaspora, for her petition to try and get Art Cathey removed from the country. This petition was ultimately unsuccessful, or it might be still ongoing, but Art Cathey's still there, and so I don't think it's going to work. It's been going on for a few months now, so I doubt if it's going to be successful. Now, she's also got a lot of criticism for her for when she cunningly tried to show her fellow countrymen that they were being undervalued and overworked by certain individuals. I'm not going to mention any names, okay? So she got these employees fired from their employment simply because of this reason, which is sad for them, really, because obviously everybody depends on their employment. So why should we owe her an apology? Well, because she was right all along, right? I mean, she was one of the first people to pick up on Art Cathey, and it wasn't just about Art Cathey's nasty words about her and her fellow countrymen, but she knew that Art Cathey was not up to anything good. Nothing good comes out of people who use the emotions of other people and actually try to take resources and land and everything else from the native Gambians, and openly expresses her want for more people from her country to come over into the Gambia and take the resources. So that's where we are. We have Rene Marcus, who was essentially right from the get-go, she was correct. Now, we knew, even in the diaspora, that Art Cathey wasn't good either, right? We knew she wasn't up to any good. Let's have a look. Yeah, we knew she wasn't any good. Rene Marcus has always been criticised from the get-go by other diasporans, and I think it was this fierce fight that she had against Art Cathey which made people side and get sympathy with Art Cathey. I think right up until last week when we started to find out what Art Cathey was really up to. Now, Rene Marcus isn't perfect. We know this. Rene Marcus has a video that she posted some time ago that explained her disdain for the African American ethnicity, especially the ones inside the Gambia. I'm not sure if you've watched it. I'm not even sure if she's got that posted still. If she does, I will post it in the description box below. Have you watched the video yourself? Let me know if you've watched the video yourself already. Let me know what you think about the video. And if you do know Rene Marcus, let me know what you think of her to be well appreciated. Right in the description box below. So, she knew that, we know that she had a dislike of African Americans, and she had painted the whole ethnicity as one thing, which really I can't understand why she would do that. I think she even said she was racist at one point. I think that's what the title of the video is, Why I Am Racist Towards African Americans, which is really weird because she's of Bantu origin, right? She speaks a Bantu language. I'm guessing Gambia is a Bantu language. And Wolof is a Bantu language, right? And she speaks Wolof. So, and African Americans are mainly of Bantu origin. Mainly. Not all of them, but the vast majority are of Bantu origin. And Bantu is a race, not an ethnicity, but a race. Remember, there's no such thing as a black race. We know this now, right? Just to clear that up. And we know that the Africa isn't one monolithic race of people called black, right? I'm sorry to say this, but you'd be stupid if you thought that, okay? There are many races in Africa, just to let you know. But anyway, she is of the same race as the vast majority of African Americans, so she can't really say she's racist towards African Americans. Do you understand me? Because she'd be being racist to herself. Is that possible? Anyway, so that's where we are now. We are in a position where we have to ask ourselves, should we apologise to Rene Marcus for what has happened, for just completely ignoring her pleads to try and get Art Cathey out of the country? Well, I'm going to try and answer this one. I think we should apologise to her. But not just her. I think we should apologise to the entire Gambian nation of people. I think they deserve a massive apology for what we brought upon them, because I think we brought perhaps no, that's a lie. No, we have. I mean, I don't want it to sound like this small group of expats have created havoc throughout Gambian society, because that's not the truth, and we know that they're just a tiny percentage of the people who've entered Gambia who are causing problems, but the vast majority of the diasporans who've moved to Gambia have moved and have lived very happy lives, kept themselves to themselves. But, you know, what we have done, we have gone there we have asked for automatic citizenship. I mean, what is that? It would be beautiful to have, but we have done exactly what we have always done. We just sidestepped the Gambian people and went straight to the government. We want automatic citizenship. You Gambian people, you stay over there. Anyway, we want automatic citizenship. We didn't even bother ask the people. We didn't even ask for a referendum. Just to ask them, what do you want? No. Because we diasporans do what we always do. We ignore the natives of all the places we go. We haven't listened to the Gambian people, and that is the one thing we should be apologising for, and one thing we should start doing. We should start listening to the people of Gambia. Matter of fact, it's not just Gambia where this has happened. It's happened all over Africa. Everywhere we have gone there. We've gone there believing that we have some sort of superiority over the natives. It's really funny because it's, in my point of view, it's kind of the opposite, isn't it? And in the point of view of many continentals, it's the opposite as well, unfortunately. Now, why do we ignore them? I believe we ignore those people simply because we, as diasporans, have something which continental Africans do not have. A sense of entitlement. This is the reason why we have ignored what they want and simply have gone to Africa expecting to get what we want. And I think part of it is us losing our spirituality and our sense of community with the African people. And if we communicate with the people more, we speak to them more, we tell them what we don't have, how we need help. If we ask and recognize that we do not have this sense of community and this sense of belonging, and we have lost our spirituality, if we communicate that to the people directly, do you think they're going to say, no, we don't want you, go? Nothing to do with us? Of course they won't. Especially in the Gambia, we know what they are like. I think we do owe an apology, but to the entire Gambian people, and I think the way to go from here would be essentially to continue our dialogue directly with the people. Remember, the people are the most important entity inside any country. The people are more important, certainly, than the government, who you know are in cahoots with God knows who. So, I'm going to leave it there. Have a stir over it. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section below. So, busy weekend for me this weekend. Tomorrow, I am going to be driving from Zurich to Vienna. I'm going to I'm going to the Nigerian embassy for the SARS protest. So I'm either going to be live or I'm going to just take some video. I'm going to interview some people there. That should be very interesting. I have a lot of interviews set up as well. So please keep your eyes open for that. I do have an interview tomorrow with Kwesi Boyd as well. That should be very interesting. If you guys have any questions that you want me to put toward Kwesi, please list them below. It would be really good to hear what you want me to ask him. If there's anything you want me to ask him direct. I am going to be specifically asking him to be concise with his questions, and we know Cathey. He's a very articulate person, so I'm sure we're going to get some good answers from him. So I'm going to leave it there. Guys, it's a Friday night. I'm staying in. I'm going to bed. I've got an early morning tomorrow, so, and a long drive. So I'll hope to speak to you soon. Stay safe, and remember, think twice. Ta-ra a bit.